Elmira, August 9, 1876. My dear Howells, I was just about to write you when your letter came. And not one of those obscene postal cards either, but reverently upon paper. I shall read that biography, though the letter of acceptance was amply sufficient to corral my vote without any further knowledge of the man. Which reminds me that a campaign club in Jersey City wrote a few days ago and invited me to be present at the raising of a Tilden and Hendricks flag there, and to take the stand and give them some counsel. Well, I could not go, but gave them counsel and advice by letter, and in the kindliest terms as to the raising of the flag, advised them not to raise it. Get your book out quick, for this is a momentous time. If Tilden is elected, I think the entire country will go pretty straight to Mrs. Howell's bad place. I am infringing on your patent. I started a record of our children's sayings last night, which reminds me that last week I sent down and got Susie a vast pair of shoes of a most villainous pattern, where I discovered that her feet were being twisted and cramped out of shape by a smaller and prettier article. She did not complain, but looked degraded and injured. At night, her mamma gave her the usual admonition when she was about to say her prayers, to wit, "Now, Susie, think about God." "Mamma, I can't with those shoes." The farm is perfectly delightful this season. It is as quiet and peaceful as a South Sea island. Some of the sunsets which we have witnessed from this commanding eminence were marvelous. One evening a rainbow spanned an entire range of hills with its mighty arch, and from a black hub resting upon the hilltop in the exact center, black rays diverged upward in perfect regularity to the rainbow's arch, and created a very strongly defined and altogether the most majestic, magnificent, and startling half-sunk wagon wheel you can imagine. After that, a world of tumbling and prodigious clouds came drifting up out of the west and took to themselves a wonderfully rich and brilliant green color, the decided green of new spring foliage. Close by them we saw the intense blue of the skies through rents in the cloud rack, and away off in another quarter were drifting clouds of a delicate pink color. In one place hung a pall of dense black clouds like compacted pitch smoke, and the stupendous wagon wheel was still in the supremacy of its unspeakable grandeur. So you see, the colors present in the sky at once and the same time were blue, green, pink, black, and the varicolored splendors of the rainbow. All strong and decided colors, too. I don't know whether this weird and astounding spectacle most suggested heaven or hell. The wonder, with its constant, stately, and always surprising changes, lasted upwards of 2 hours. And we all stood on the top of the hill by my study till the final miracle was complete, and the greatest day ended that we ever saw. Our farmer, who is a grave man, watched that spectacle to the end, and then observed that it was damn funny. The double-barreled novel lies torpid. I found I could not go on with it. The chapters I had written were still too new and familiar to me. I may take it up next winter, but cannot tell yet. I waited and waited. to see if my interest in it would not revive, but gave it up a month ago and began another boys' book, more to be at work than anything else. I have written 400 pages on it. Therefore, it is very nearly half done. It is Huck Finn's autobiography. I like it only tolerably well, as far as I have got, and may possibly pigeonhole or burn the manuscript when it is done. So the comedy is done, and with a fair degree of satisfaction. That rejoices me and makes me mad, too. For I can't plan a comedy, and what have you done that God should be so good to you? I have racked myself bald-headed trying to plan a comedy harness for some promising characters of mine to work in, and I had to give it up. It is a noble lot of blooded stock and worth no end of money, but they must stand in the stable and be profitless. I want to be present when the comedy is produced and help enjoy the success. Warner's book is mighty readable, I think. Love to yous. Yours ever, Mark.